That was a mother in Connecticut saving her 5-year-old daughter. She looked a little older than 5, but from the front porch where that rabid raccoon, as you saw her point out, was attacking. Absolutely, she sprung into action, snatched him from the back of his head. And let's take a look at that screenshot of that moment, because I think the raccoon was like, "How did I get myself in this situation? Somebody get what's she doing? Somebody help me!" Sorry. Luckily, everyone was okay, but she didn't snatch and threw his ass across the lawn. A little bit more, because Logan MacNamara said her 5-year-old daughter, Rylee, stepped outside to wait for the school bus in Connecticut when that raccoon suddenly jumped on her leg. She heard her daughter screaming and went to see what was the matter, and she thought maybe she slammed her finger in the front door. Apparently, it was a little bit worse than that. But they are both okay, as I pointed out, and they've received their rabies shots and all that. Man, and then he comes back again. Bro, there's other attacks, but I want to start here. Because just last night, I stepped outside again. I did old school late, got home late, stepped outside in front of my car, and I was like, there's 3 huge, chunky raccoons that just rolled right in front of me. It happens a lot. I've taken videos before and put it up online about this stuff. But they just rolled by, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get this. And they obviously were not rabid, because they took off from me, and I was looking for maybe a little bit of a conversation. You're in Ohio. I bet you guys see tons of these things. I grew up in St. Louis. They were everywhere. In fact, a few were in my house because we had baby ones.
Yeah, and you know what? We do. We have a lot of them. They rummage through our garbage when I put it out at night. And you know what? I am that dude who doesn't mess with nature. None of it. I'm not nice or friendly. I avoid them at all costs. And shout out to that mom, by the way. A mom, look at that mom. A mom would grab that raccoon by, I don't know what the nape.
I'm trying to remember the name too. Is it the scruff? The nape? No, it's not
the scruff.
I don't know. I think it might be the nape. I'm gonna look it up.
She knew what to do in this situation. Which nape? There we go. Nape. She knew what to do in this situation, as if she had. Y'all gonna have to stop showing that replay in reverse when she's catching the raccoon. Which, by the way, going back to that screenshot where it's kind of like record scratch, and the raccoon is like, "You may be wondering how I got in this position." Yeah, you messed with the wrong person's daughter, bro. And let that be a lesson to you and all the other. Are raccoons rodents? JR, you seem to have a pretty good relationship.
I've heard they're in the bear family. I believe they're in the bear family.
They're in the bear family.
I believe so. Which is why they're able to flip your garbage cans open with a full plan of attack, maybe multiple. They roll in packs. Those 3 I saw last night, there was 3 of them, and they just rolled in line like a mother and her ducks, but they were all the same size. So no, there was no children as a part of that whole pack. I have seen packs where there's a fat mother and there's like 3 smallers. Hey yo, they're all over the place. I love those. But by the way, Jeff, you hitting on the stereotype, bro. You don't mess with nature. They like to say us black folks don't mess with nature for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sorry for upholding so many stereotypes. If I talked about my family dynamic and everything, you'd be like, Jeff, come on, dog. Like, please do better. But hey, man, nature's scary. It just, man.
You know what? There's a reason why you say that, because maybe you haven't experienced this as well. This was in Los Angeles. Watch this. Yes, Woodland Hills, California, to be more exact. That was a coyote that snatched another couple's young child and snatched her and pulled her around before he took off his wear. These are things I see a lot in LA. The parents then talked about the experience and how it went through. Let's watch this one.
Couple's Ring doorbell camera captured the moment the coyote first approaches the toddler and her dad as they stand near their car. The wild animal then snatches the girl from behind and knocks her to the ground, where it tosses her body around. Soon after, the father is seen scaring off the animal by throwing a water bottle at it and rushing off to get help.
We had to get rabies shots on her and just hope everything is going to be okay.
The family says they've lived in this location for 3 years and nothing like this has happened to them before.
There's a lot of coyotes here that we see. Nothing ever like this. They always just run away.
Usually run away unless you're a small child or you have your dog or cat out there with you. And then when that happens, this happens. I see coyotes all over the place. They showed up in my kids' little league field. I saw one across the street as I was walking my dog, which isn't that big either. So you always have to watch your back. But yeah, no, it's especially once wintertime comes because it's dark by 5 o'clock. So you're definitely outside walking your dog. And these guys will just circle and look for anything and everything. You'll see signs in people's yards saying like, make sure your cats stay in. Coyotes aren't messing around in this city. Let's keep it real. So I don't know. Did you guys see those two really fast, Jeff?
I've seen one coyote in my life and 2 foxes. And yes, I've noted in my mind where I saw them and where I was and what I was doing because I don't mess with nature. So no.
They'd run from you, bro. They'd run from you. You're taller. Just put your hands out like they say would do with bears, which I won't do.
No, I would run from them. You know how, I'm sorry, we should move on, but you know how people say they're more afraid of you than you are of it? Yeah. No. I'm more afraid. And I would let them know that to establish that.
You're like, don't tell anybody who's more afraid of me. I know me. Absolutely.